Hey everybody, don't forget to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm Kellen Fisher. Today we're going to be doing MLB standings. One of my first of the season, since the season has begun. So I am excited to do that. And you guys usually like the MLB standing videos, so why not give the people what they want? Let's go ahead and start off in the American League, like we usually do. Actually, we've always started off in the American League. But let's start off in the East. The Rays are 15 games behind first place in the bottom part. You know, I'm not surprised, really. The Rays, ever since they made it to the World Series in 2020, they've kind of steadily declined ever since. Good for them. They're at 478 is their winning percentage. Now, but if you go to every other division in the Central, the bottom team's 257, 366. In the NL, 338, 353, 471. So my point is, that is the highest winning percentage of any other team that's last in the division. So they're doing pretty good there. But let's go to then you have the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays are just half a game ahead of the Rays. And the Blue Jays this year, I've been watching them. You know, I think they're going to be a team where they're going to win. They're going to be kind of like right around 500 all season. And as you know, in this division, if you're right around 500, that's not really going to get you in. You're not going to win the division. The Yankees are at 690, or Orioles are at 662, the division favorite at the beginning of the year. But no, same thing with the Red Sox. They're 13 games out of first, 507 winning percentage. That's not going to fly either. You know, right around 500. I think the Orioles are probably going to get in on a wild card spot. I think the Yankees could probably definitely run away with the division. You know, there's 2.5 games out, but the Yankees could win. Unless the Orioles, you know, definitely either pick things up or Yankees slow down or both. All right, let's go to the Central. The White Sox, 18-52, 27 games out of first. I already think they're eliminated. I don't think there's much hope for this team. They struggle. They just don't have talent that many other teams have. And then you have the Tigers, Detroit. The Tigers, they're 33-35. 485 winning percentage. You know, it's that kind of same. I think the Tigers. This is a close division after you get out of the White Sox. You know, but I definitely think Detroit's not going to get in my opinion. I don't think the Twins will either, as they're 7.5 games out of first. But the Royals could. The Twins, though, they're one of the teams that I thought should be doing a lot better this year than what they really are doing. But the Guardians are running away with the Division 5 games already. Now, it's not really running away, but I definitely think they're going to win the division because this team's playing really good this year. You know, I think they were projected to finish second behind the Twins. Then when the Twins are supposed to take the division, Twins are in third. Royals are doing amazing this year. They are a team that has probably surprised me the most, but in a good way. While the Twins are a team that has surprised me the most in the worst way. And I have the Oakland Athletics. They're 14 games out of first. You know, better than last year, you know, so this season's really better than last year for them, but they're still not going to get anything done. Neither are the Angels. You know, the Angels, they don't have Shohei Ohtani anymore. He went to the Dodgers for like $700 million for 10 years. $70 million a year. Trout's hurt. He's gone from hurt, not playing good when he is. I know, because he's on my fantasy team for baseball, and my fantasy team is actually doing really good, but I put him at the bench for pretty much the entire year, except for like 2 days that I've had him. I've had him for like a month now, or 2, and he's only been playing 2 days out of like 60 days. But yeah, then you have the Astros. The Astros this year, they're below 500. You know, the Astros, they're not living up to the usual Astros standard. Then you have the Rangers. The Rangers, defending champions. I think they'll make a wild card spot, definitely. But I think the Mariners definitely get a runaway with the division eventually at some point, because this team's not slowing down. They had a long playoff drought, and now they're ready to make something happen, as the Mariners are one of very few teams that are yet to win a World Series. The Rays and Mariners are the only two in the American League. But now we're gonna go to the NL. Let's go to the West. Let's stay in the West. We're just in the NL. Rockies are 17 games out of first. Rockies this year just are not very good. I think they're in the same boat as the White Sox. Not much talent. Not gonna get anything done. Not gonna get in. Diamondbacks, they're 8.5 games. I think they'll turn things around. I think they'll definitely still stay on the wild card contention. But the Dodgers are obviously going to win the division. Going to go and spoiler alert, 6 games ahead of the Padres. Dodgers win the division, but the Giants, I don't have a lot of faith in them. So I definitely think that Diamondbacks could finish 3rd in the division, even though the Giants are 3rd. Now let's go to the National League East. The Phillies, I did that poll. Are the Phillies going to stay in first? I think they are. The Phillies are going to stay in first to the American League break, or the All-Star break. I think the Braves can't catch up. Braves are 9 games out. They almost got swept by the Orioles. The Orioles that would have been their back-to-back series sweeps, but the Braves won Game 3. Then you have the Nationals. The Nationals, they're 14 games out. I'd be surprised if the Nationals get in on a wild card spot. I think the Braves and Phillies are going to get in. That's about it from this division. But the Mets, 30-37, 15.5 games. The Mets definitely have to change things soon. While the Marlins are 23-45, 23 games out. Same thing as the A's, the Rockies, and the White Sox. I don't see them improving and getting into the playoffs. I think their season's done. Go ahead and give them the E next to the name for eliminated from playoff contention. Now we're going to the Central, our last division here. Pittsburgh Pirates. Sorry, the last division. I went from top to bottom. Even every other time I've gone from bottom to top. If you're confused, but we're starting at the bottom again. 32-36, 471 Pirates. This division has surprised me. It's supposed to be like one of the worst in baseball. The NL Central and AL Central. NL Central is one of the worst. If you look at the winning percentages, the Pirates are last, but they have better than any other team in all of baseball that's in the bottom except for the Rays. But the Pirates, they'll definitely spoil the Brewers and Cardinals a couple games this year. The Cubs, I don't like Craig Counsell. I'm sorry. I root against the Cubs. Not openly, openly I root against them pretty much. Just because I don't like Craig Counsell. But they're 33-36, 7.5 games out of first. I think they definitely will. Probably, I could see them turning things around. But a team that surprised me is this next one, the Reds. 33-35, 485 winning percentage, 7 games behind the Brewers. I would have thought maybe they would have switched with Chicago, or maybe even be in a little bad bottom. But the Cubs and Cardinals are such the top 2 teams. Speaking of the Cardinals, the Devil, 33-34, 493 winning percentage, 6.5 games out of first from the Brewers. Now the Brewers are 40-28, 12 games above 500, 588 winning percentage. They're doing decent. They're doing decent away, 20-17, but at home they're 20-11. This Brewers team, I don't know what's going on with them. I could make a whole video about them. Projected to finish 3rd, 6.5 games ahead in the division. The bats are swinging. They're getting strikeouts. This team is amazing. They have the most games out of any team. They're beating the Dodgers by 1 in this category, but they have the most games where they've scored 10-plus runs in this season at 9 currently. That is a lot. And we'll see if the Brewers' bats can keep on swinging, because if their bats can swing and they can pitch, because their pitching is what's kept them the past past little under a decade, is their pitching. If that can continue and their bats continue, Yelich may be an all-star. Along with Contreras, maybe. This team could go far. I'm Calvin Fisher. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. I will see you all next time. Goodbye.